edges are worn, my steel runs thin. It's been way too long since I felt your kiss. The cold is overtaking me. You know it's slowly breaking me.
You know, when this all began, I thought dealing with the nightmares would be the hardest part. It turns out, the nights without dreams are worse.
My former employer? Well, let's just say we didn't part on the best of terms. Now I found something new to believe in, a new ethos, if you will. Spend long enough in the shadows, you can forget what the sun feels like. And then it burns you, so there's that.
I've had the blood of others on my hands for as long as I can remember. So maybe it's a sort of poetic justice then that my own blood is betraying me from within. Maybe there's something out there for me. A cure, perhaps? Maybe not. One certainty that I live with is that one way or another, the bleeding always stops.
I find myself on the frontier, with no history nor memory. As an act of chance or providence, I was found abandoned in a box by this crew, and now I run with them. Mainly because I have no other place to go, and maybe they can help this construct find answers to her missing past.
My name is Roisin. I am a scion of the Burrows. This world is dark and violent. It's deadly, unforgiving in places. I like to see the light in that world, the bright spots. And when I don't, I add glitter or sparkles.
Howdy, and welcome everybody. Welcome to Nightmares on the Frontier, a Forged in the Dark game played right here on Sword and Key. This is a game in support of World Central Kitchen. So right up at the top, I do want to say that if you have a couple extra bucks that you're looking to put towards a great cause, it is the season of giving and all that, but it's never a bad time to donate to an important cause like World Central Kitchen, which does work around the globe to support nations, communities, peoples that are resource scarce and helps to provide food resources to people in all different types of scenarios, whether they be war-torn environments, whether there's been political upheaval, or the word that I'm looking for is natural disasters, which I finally found. So if you are looking to donate towards that great cause, certain levels can hit incentives for our game, and you can spice things up for us. I am Derek Sword. I am not your GM for this game. I just do the talking part at the beginning to let Val do all the talking part in the middle. But I play Calamity Cain, the half-dwarf were-badger. A lot of half steps. There's a lot of liminal spaces for this little fella. And he's pretty stressed after this last heist. I do want to say, before I have the rest of these lovely people say more about themselves, that this is a Sword and Key game. You can find all of Sword and Key's stuff at beacons.ai/Sword and Key. Find all of our links in one neat, nice place. There's discount codes. If you're looking to buy some gifts for the holidays, we have some wonderful affiliates like Long Dog Dice. You can get 10% off with the code Sword and Key. Jen makes incredible dice sets there. You can find your perfect dice set or the perfect dice set for a gift. We also are affiliates with Eldritch Foundry. They make custom minis. You can use, again, code Sword and Key for 10% off your first purchase, or you can use our affiliate link for a 3-month subscription. $19.99, unlimited STL files if you do any 3D printing. We're also affiliates with Hit Point Press, so if you're going to be buying anything from them, I know they have deals going all throughout the holiday season. Please use our affiliate link if you're going to be shopping with them. We also have a number of other charitable organizations you can see on our beacons, in addition to World Central Kitchen, again, if you're looking to put your money towards a great cause. And then Beacons also has all of our other stuff. It has our socials, BlueSky and Instagram right up at the top. Also links to join our Discord. It is our big charity month for Project Hopemas as well. So a lot of our games, we have a lot of new games on our calendar that I'll talk about at the very end of our stream. But you can check out all of that stuff and see where to donate to all of that again on Beacons. And Discord's probably going to be the second best place after that. So check all of that out. All that said, let's go ahead and go around, have these lovely people say more about themselves. Lynn, if you don't mind starting us out.
All right. Well, last time, we have a heist, but for the heist, Roisin had Cipher pick up the rock that had been discarded, but ended up being a little tougher, as the rock had rooted itself in place, as rocks do. Absolutely not. But she brought the entirety of the crew over and decided that no one wanted to touch it, but we're still interested, so we claimed the spot. Roisin put a glitter circle around it, and that'll be a problem for later. Maybe now. I don't know. Who knows? It's terrifying. And then we proceed to the heist, where we, as a group, decided to ride back on the train on the way back to try and get the gargantuan snail eggs that had been stored there for transport. First of all, we had to create a distraction, get the guards occupied, which Cipher did. Cipher convinced the one of the guards that it was going to be an entertainment up in the cart that we were in, and then gather them. But there was also a man playing a guitar that was being a little bit tried a little bit of speed bump, clashed a little bit with Cipher, and was only cooperative after an apology was made. Not entirely, maybe not entirely truthfully, just, you have to make them. And as another distraction, Amon had Carl be a weird baby and create a distraction further up in the train, which allowed the group to proceed further back, and where they split off, Cipher and Tressa walking on top of the train, while Cain, Amon, and Roisin, who had donned the disguise as another one of the guards, made their way through, which they made it to, which they actually made fairly smoothly, but there was a little bit more, there's a little bit more of a barrier there, with more guards asking more questions as we proceeded, which Amon took care of by making a deal with said Carl to take care of the situation, which made the entirety of a couple cars fall asleep. And many lost one eye each, which, was Carl's payment, which is probably not enough for Carl. We won't talk about that. Tressa and Cipher run into some guards up on top. Both are shot, but not seriously. Tressa takes care of the two guards, tossing them both off the train, while Cipher uses her abilities to get make the pinpoint where the snail eggs are in the storage area, which was a benefit to the lower group, which Cain talked to some in werebadger in full in werebadger form, right? Full badger form, communicated with some of the rhinos that were between them and the snail eggs to let them pass, and they did. It was very charming, which allowed the group to through a little bit of snags, wasn't as smooth as possible, to basically go out the back which was over the bridge where there was water, which we could make our escape. To the point where the entire group fell, holding onto the cache of snail eggs into the water with some parachutes. And said guitar playing werewolf, which Cain earlier had sniffed out, which was not entirely comforting. And in that last bit of precariousness, falling down into the river, Tressa stressed out, so traumatized out. So that's where we start this time. And we got the score was successful. Had a few snags, but money's money.
Absolutely. And who do you play?
I play Tressa, the group's wrangler, robot woman who doesn't know where she came from. We both use she, they.
Perfect. Thank you for the recap. Next up is Ark, set in the Thalassian magical world.
I'm Ark, and I'm playing Amon, the archaeologist. Both of us use he, him pronouns. Both of us are very sorry for what happened last time, and certainly because of our that, I imagine that the universe will look kindly upon us this week. For sure, please look kindly upon us.
Would you say something like that? Why would you do us all already? Thank you, Ark. Next up is Gilly.
X to doubt. Hello, my name is Gilly. You can find me at It's Gilly most places on the internet. I play Cipher, who is a chaplain of sorts, and pronouns are she/any, and basically some annoying shenanigans occurred, and now we're here. Is what happened. There was a very irritating werewolf on the train. I was forced to apologize. Whether it was sincere or not is open to interpretation. And here we are.
I have no comment about the werewolf just yet. I understand the annoyance, and just wait to see on that one.
You're
and
muted. Oh no, maybe it's not me.
From there. Okay, that's okay. Next up is Janie.
I am Janie, as she, they pronouns, playing Roisin, she, her pronouns. I think. I don't know. That's it.
Okay. And then we have our lovely Janie. In the Shadowfell.
Hi everybody, my name is Valdrianth. I use any and all pronouns, and because I'm playing all the NPCs in this game, use those pronouns as you will. There are a various level of them. But yeah, I'm your story girl today. A little bit about Nightmares on the Frontier. It's just a game that one of my besties made for us to play in this little weird world
of a friend's
that
character.
we play all the
If
time.
you are a person,
And it's a homebrew skin.
constipation.
And I brought it to my friends here.
Takes 1 minute.
Everyone seems to be enjoying
Michael,
it
who are
after
you?
5 episodes, so let's keep going. Episode 6.
Special thank you to Kayla for running production.
QX. There you go. Snail eggs specifically. Okay, so like
Live through all of that.
Wait, Derek, do you have anything else to say, or do I just jump in?
No, that's all you.
Okay,
we got
cool.
the recap handled.
Yeah.
Take us away. Spin your yarns, story master. So
Spin my yarns like the fates.
The last time we met.
As far as the universe being kind, we'll see about that. Not in this game. Tressa, your vision comes to play. And when I mean play, I literally mean play. Because it's sort of statics, like a TV turning on, it's very specifically like, not a like modern TV, but the tube TVs, right? Where there's like a little bit of spark, and then line and it opens up because your orbits are basically screens in themselves, right?
Mhm.
And everything is static, a little desaturated from this vision. You can tell this is a dream, maybe a memory, something. It's not, you are not in your body per se, and these are not your eyes. You are in a wet environment, wetland, swamp. There's bamboo and forests to your sides. As you were sort of trudging through this muck, right? And your ears pick up a voice. That voices of two figures that are talking about how they're going to be so rich. And as you come into this clearing, you see these two humanoid figures. Use your imagination. You can insert whoever you want here. Masculine figures, and they have tied down a horse. But then you look a little certain. It doesn't quite look like a horse. Does it look like a deer? But it's a quadrupedal, and it does in fact have like a horn. And it's not like a unicorn horn, where it's like a singular thing. It sort of branches out into like a smaller like tree branch, and then a longer tree branch.
Mm.
And it's a little bit shorter than um, let's say a normal sized horse. It's got an elongated tail, not like a big mane-like tail, like an elongated tail, almost like a lion with a little tuft of that that oil slick looking hair, and then its mane itself is also incredibly long with that oil slick color. It's a unicorn, but flavored differently, if that makes sense. For anyone who just kind of knows it's more Kieran-like than it is Western style unicorn. They are about to kill this for its horn. What do you do in this moment? Are you frozen?
No, I'm just
Okay. Yeah.
I don't sense that these men are familiar.
No, they're just out here hunting. Just roll me a quick gate insight.
Okay. It's a 3.
A 3. And this is a fortune roll. So with a 3, it's very obvious that they're here to kill it. You're not familiar with who they are, other than they're treasure hunters, mercenaries, that kind of stuff.
Oh, what kind of animal is that?
Both of them stop, kind of turn and look at you. Oi, this is ours. Get the fuck out.
Didn't claim it was mine. I was just curious.
These big brown eyes like turn to look, and like it is terrified. Like this is the end of his life if you don't do something.
Do I have anything on me?
You have your body as a weapon.
Mhm.
It's not your body, but the body you're in, it is a weapon.
Is it flesh?
No. It's very similar to your body. In fact, if you look at your hands, it looks like your hands. Like very like the same like disjointed
Yeah.
fingers and stuff like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I get the feeling you're not supposed to have that. Hunt that.
Who are you to say what was supposed to hunt or not? we can hunt you with your weird joints.
Alright, then I do claim that this one's mine.
Come get it then. And they're bigger than you. Like, they're, not like Goliath or orc size, but they look physically larger than you. You know, they are masculine in figures, but this does not phase you. You know what you are. Well, at least the body you know knows what it is. And to kind of take control, your control over this moment seizes as that will of this is mine that I will claim takes over. And everything sort of happens in quick cuts, but of this thing that you're seeing. And you see the cuts of your arm per inside of this man's chest and ripping itself out. The other one turns and is like, "Oi, no!" And then it quick cuts to his neck being broken. You turn to this Kieran, who looks at you graciously, and you saved me. What wish do you want? Because unicorns, Kiirans, these creatures of divinity, are able to grant a wish when their lives are saved. And wishes are very rare, they're very powerful, very, like, even more rare than you would think in the, like, for example, the D&D universe, but it is, like, the highest form of magic. It comes straight from the world tree itself, not even from older deities, not necessarily older than the world tree, but older deities like the father and the mother, and that sort of thing. It's the voice that comes out sounds like you, comes out of you. And I wish to bear new life. Because that is actually what this body, not you, Tressa, but this body, was sent here to do. That was the mission, was to get a wish granted. A little nefarious. The scene cuts again into a new static, and you recognize the face that is looking over you as you are lying down on the ground, and it is Corin's face, and it's his human face, not in his natural form. And you hear, "Please, please, 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 don't go, don't, please." And then you hear this sound, and he turns, and that mournful, terrified expression that he has had on his face just turns to terrified. And somebody outside of your vision screams, "Cord, we have to run. We have to go now. This is not..." And you see him being pulled and dragged away. Head tilts to the side and just watches the feet go forth. And then, as your head is tilted to the side, your vision cuts off again as you see this very similar to Corin's hair color. This oil slick of an ichor, just amorphous, almost like blob, with tiny little spindly hand-like motions dragging itself across the ground. And it's you're inside of something, like a building, you're not outside. and many eyeballs will open up and kind of turn, and they're these red eyes with black speckles in them that sort of triangular out, and you hear mama, and then your vision goes black, and then it comes back on, and you are wandering the frontier, and from your mouth you hear mama, mama.
Mm.
And it's walking, trudging, and using your body, this body, not Tressa's body, this body. And it comes across a small village. Mama. In a mountaintop. And then your vision goes blank. And when you come to again, there's Corin's face once again. And it's not static, it's your normal face, sort of hunched over with like his hands covering his face. And you are in your body again. You are awake now.
Mm-hmm.
You now have the trauma haunted.
Hell yeah. That's. Oh, yeah. They'll do it.
Do you say or do anything as you wake up?
I think she is a little like disoriented, so she'll kind of like. Is she on like a table? Is she?
Yeah, she's laying on a cot that is in the theater.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, yeah, you're laying on a cot in the theater, and it's just moving you further. One is difficult because you're 300 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah, you heavy girl.
Mm-hmm.
But you are, despite the fact that like you don't necessarily feel temperature, or you do feel it, but you don't have the same like reactions to temperature that people with flesh have. You are bundled cozily, wrapped, almost like a little Tressa burrito. Because just because they don't know how to care for an android such as yourself, they know how to care for people, and you are still people as you're wrapped in with a pillow behind your head. So it would be warm and cozy if you knew what warm and cozy felt like.
Mm-hmm.
You're cared for.
Yeah, I think she'll kind of fall out and just kind of like land haphazardly and just kind of like stagger up and just look around, and I realize that I'm in the theater.
Corin looks up with like a gasp because you're awake and stands up like as you're back up. Tressa and his hands are like sort of just reaching out for you, but like not touching you.
Mm-hmm.
The last time he touched you, he was mad at you. He's not mad at you right now.
How long?
3 days.
3 days. And I think she'll kind of like look at him.
He looks awful.
Yeah.
Like he's been awake for these 3 days.
Yeah. And there's usually a little bit of like emotions that she kind of puts up, that she can kind of like put on that mask, but I think that slips a little bit. There's a little bit of like eyes are open. She looks surprised, confused. And she looks at Corin, and that fluorescent green liquid from the eyes just kind of like leaked out
Mm-hmm.
as she staggers back.
Now he touches you as you stagger back. And he lifts like his hand, and with his thumb brushes it across your cheek to take that green
And then
tear.
I think
liquid that-
she flashes back to that vision,
Mhm.
and she kind of like does like kind of like the flick away a little bit. It's like, I'm fine.
It's a slow withdrawal. All right. Puts his hand down to his side.
I need to. I need to, and then she'll just like walk back toward her room,
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of close the door. But before she does, I think she looks. She turns back and looks at Corn, and there's just like there is kind of like there's a little bit of worry on her face
Mm-hmm.
before she closes that contact and shuts that door.
I mean, the worry expression is met with worried expression.
Mhm.
Like,
It's
but
it's also not something
Yeah.
necessarily that he's seen from
Yeah.
Tressa.
clocks that something is changed, but will respect the wishes of you not wanting him there.
Mhm.
Everybody, Tressa's awake. I don't know if any of you were in the theater when that happens or not, or out and about with your business, but you can either be there or we can flash back to the previous 3 days at any point for your scenes. What are things like for everyone else?
I mean, I don't know about the rest of you. Well, I know at least about Tressa. I also am full up on stress, and I think a non-mechanical stress is the fact that Tressa is out for at least a day before Cain
3
feels like
days.
he can. Yeah, 3 days in total, but at least a day before
Yeah.
Cain can feel like he's gonna leave the theater. I don't know. Part of me is like he would want to be there, but then there's also the guilt of if I remember right, he went for Roisin as they were plummeting into the water,
Mhm.
and he took that little extra stress, but then like maybe it's because he trusted that like Tressa's hardier than most folk, heavier than most folk. Tressa they'd be fine, but. Yeah. So I think that there's added non-mechanical stress that he's looking to indulge in his vices as a form of escapism uh relatively early on in that 3-day period.
In your stupor.
Yeah, he's looking to I think there's definitely times where he goes down and he bets money, and there's the gambling aspect of it, and he's looking to win. I think he's looking to pick fights that he knows he isn't going to win.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's going for like the biggest. He's going outside his weight class on this
Gotcha.
one. And it's not that he isn't trying, but it's just like
Mhm.
there's a level of self-flagellation, self-punishment to this. Of I should have been better. I got beat up, but just got beat up more than me, and you don't let a friend. Friends don't let friends plummet into the water alone. So, yeah, I think that he's looking to the fighting pits, but I'm also wondering if there's going to be a certain point where they say like, "Hey, no more. Like, you can only lose so much blood and so many teeth before like we got to cut you off, man." Any good bartender is going to cut you off. Any good fighting
Mhm.
pit runner is going to cut you off as well.
Does anybody? Do you take anyone with you this time? Because last time Amon went with you to the pits, or do you withstand this on your own?
Last time that was like a buddy outing of like, hey, like I know you like to throw some coin around, like we can go do this together. This is more of a like this is almost embarrassing. I don't think he's necessarily I don't think he's going to stop anyone from coming. But he is not inviting anybody. I think he sits by Tressa for a day, and then when that day passes, he can't put up with it anymore, and he's walking out. And he doesn't really say where he's going.
Right. Let's roll to relieve some stress, please. As you are taken to the brink within these pits.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what is your lowest stat real quick? I gotta find your character sheets. Where are they?
You're good.
Right here? Right here? No. I lost them. They're not here. I have to open them again. That's alright. That's why I have my handy dandy doc. Okay. I'm blind today, y'all, so I'll be a little slow looking at sheets. Your lowest, it seems, well, it's either mind or spirit, where you would roll 2d6. You take the highest.
Okay. Well, let's see.
Unless you crit.
Yeah. We'll find out. 5 and a 1.
Right, you go ahead and take 5 stress off of your stress counter. It definitely helps. It doesn't like there's still a lot of like, even after, this entire day, basically day 2 of when Tressa is out, this entire day of in the pits and fighting and losing blood and losing a molar, which weirdly grows back. Like, because you almost like get all of your teeth back at any point that you transform into,
and the pain of regrowing those is part of it.
Yeah. It definitely hurts. There's still a lot of tension, like, in your shoulders, right? There's a lot of there's still some stress there that you can attempt to get rid of and risk overindulging, or you can let fester there until whenever.
Yeah, I think he'd probably risk overindulging, honestly.
If you're gonna do it, let's just roll it now. Let's just do it. Let's just roll it now and see if that's what you're gonna do for your second downtime. Anyway.
Yeah. It's a 1 and a 2.
All right, so you reduce by 2 more stress.
Okay.
So again, still a little tense, but a little better.
Yeah.
A little bit better, sort of thing.
I'm gonna think about what my day 3 is, but hand it off to somebody else.
Cool. Who would like to do a downtime action? I'd also like to remind y'all have 6 heat, and one of your downtime actions can be to reducing said heat. I believe y'all are at 6.
Yeah, it looks like the sheet.
Who's next? Who'd like to go for a downtime action, or 2, if it's as simple as rolling your stress away?
I think Amon can go next.
All right.
I think that it's probably pretty similar to Cain. I actually think that when Cain leaves, that might be when Amon kind of just says like I can't stay here any longer. And so he won't necessarily follow Cain out, but he will go to blow off some steam. And I think he'll probably look for something different to gamble on. Probably cards or dice or something.
Yeah. Let you find to you to make things even more interesting, I think you go to that one bar that Roisin has been to before. That tends to cater to things that look, because here's like the thing, most of those things you remember through Carl's vision when he was taking an eye out of each person, all of those looked relatively human, right? Or humanish, humanoid. So maybe not seeing human faces for like a little bit is probably in your best interest.
Yeah.
This is even a place where lycanthropes will just be in their full hybrid form, literally gambling and drinking and playing cards and like enjoying themselves, because despite the fact that like lycanthropy is very normal, it's still very jarring to just be a fuck off werewolf or werebadger just wandering the streets sort of thing. There are things like cat folk and jackal folk and stuff like that, but like seeing like a lycanthrope as a hybrid is obvious compared to like people who just happen to be like animal folk, sort of thing. There is a table of cards that a very large minotaur is running, and sitting at the same table is you don't really know her, but for the rest of you, it's actually Kuroko. And she has these big, fluffy ears that Cain has never seen. And there's almost like this uncanny elongated look to her face, like when she smiles, it almost like she has a muzzle but doesn't, and it just sort of goes a little bit further where she has a row of like really, really sharp teeth. And behind her, there are two dark, like her hair, like dark tails with the silver tips to it, just like her hair. And she has claws and stuff like that. Big red, almost like whisker marks on the sides of her cheeks. She's there, playing cards as well. And then there's just various other like weird little guys or big guys even. And there is a table there for you. They're actually they're playing Daedalus Hold'em. So but there is a chair there if you wish to gamble.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. And I think that he will probably be cordial, but I imagine he's probably not going to be particularly talkative while he's there. Whereas he, part of it normally is kind of the tiny, a little bit of like shit talking that you do when you're playing games, and you're like, okay, well, I think he's cordial, and like he's certainly not rude to anybody, but he's not really engaging in that part of it because he's just kind of not feeling that part.
And I will say, there's another human that is sitting here as well. A very dandy looking fellow with sort of like whooshed back, and he's with Kuroko, with like some whoosh, like his hair is like just slicked back. He's got full like waistcoat, fancy shoes, stockings, all that kind of stuff, like dressed to the nines sort of thing. And he is incredibly talkative. He loves the attention even, sort of thing. But Yeah, go ahead and one, give me a luck roll real quick. Just
Mhm.
just give me a luck roll.
6.
That's great. You actually win a few hands and you come back with an extra coin than you did coming in.
All right. I
Mhm.
know what I'm doing with that.
And now go ahead and roll your your vice, please.
Okay.
So your lowest roll. Done.
Like between body, mind,
Yeah.
spirit.
Yeah.
I think for flavor's sake, it's probably gonna be spirit. But body is also the same.
The same. Cool. Yeah, for flavor's sake, definitely spirit.
It's true. Only rolled a 3.
Take away 3 stress. Where were you at?
I think I was at 8.
Yeah. You do you do this because you're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will let you, just like I did with Derek, if you want to try again with your downtime action. A second downtime action to continue to relieve that stress. Because, I mean, you did just win.
Right. Yeah.
Do you want to risk overindulging?
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
let's do it.
He is not. He's trying very, very hard to forget about everything that's happening.
Yeah. Do me another luck roll, please.
Okay. 5.
5. You don't win or lose. You still have your 3.
Okay.
In this one, so you break even. And go ahead and roll me again your spirit.
2 4s.
Excellent.
So,
You're down 4, so you only have 1 stress, so you did not overindulge. But yeah, good job. You spent your... I assume you might spend a good amount of your time here until you probably hear about Tressa's awakening. And with that, real quick, I gotta pee. I've had a lot of coffee. I will be right back. I am sorry.
So who's gonna deal with our heat?
Oh, I'm definitely gonna spend a coin to
I could
take
help
another.
with that. I
Okay.
got the
All right.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna spend a coin to get to work on that.
Because I think if I'm reading this right, we have 6 heat,
6.
Yeah.
We do not want to
Yeah.
get.
and
that means if we
that's equivalent to. Go ahead, Lynn.
I said if we go up wanted levels, it's not good for NPCs. Honestly, that's who ends up usually end up.
I don't know
Take
how
it.
much heat you can clear with one downtime action, but I have thoughts about a follow-up for Amon's heat removal if needed. So
I have one as well. I mean, I could do one too because I have I took calculating because I love calculated more than any other ability.
I don't know
I
that
think-
one. Is it what is it? Is it
You get an
fun?
extra downtime activity,
Oh, that's fun.
nice.
Mm.
That
Yeah.
is fun.
or you can.
I am saying that 6 heat is wild, devastating exposure. So yeah, if you have that extra one, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, does anybody know this game well enough to know how many heat we can remove with the downtime action?
I'm looking at the cheat sheet.
It's I think it's like. Is it? It's not the ticks for the thing. Let me see what the thing. I think it's just that, like, it works the same as most of the other.
So you just roll for it. It's just
It does say
however
roll an
many
action
you
to
roll.
reduce heat segments. So yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if we
segments.
roll
Well-
6, we could
okay,
reduce all
so
the heat.
downtime
That's
activities,
fine.
yeah,
But I think if several of us have plans to remove it, then we have contingencies.
Yeah,
For
so
sure.
it's like
Mhm.
it's 3, 2, or 1, or yeah, depending. Yeah, so we could. I mean, we
Okay.
could bring it down to.
Are y'all talking about reducing some heat?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Absolutely.
Why would we do that?
Why
We're
would
not
you
worried.
want to do
'Cause it's
that?
6
I
out of-
don't. All right, I have thus returned. Who'd like to go next? also
mean,
between... Yeah, go ahead. Let's do
I
Cipher.
can go.
Mhm.
Unless Ark wants to go first.
Well, Ark went already.
Oh, Ark went already.
Yeah, you just did some gambling.
okay.
Twice, yeah.
That's
so
right.
between
Well-
yourself, Roisin, and then probably... and Tressa also, you do get downtime as well. But I'll have you probably just go last since you did have, like... the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
thing.
that's
Yeah.
100%.
Okay, so I have several plans. So
Yeah.
the first thing that I'm gonna do is I am not at max stress, which I think we should all applaud. Congrats to me on my
Mhm.
accomplishment.
Congrats.
But I think that Cipher does feel majorly guilty because she believes that if Tressa didn't have to help her on top of the train, then probably Tressa wouldn't have taken the amount of trauma that she did. So I think I do spend the first, like, until Tressa wakes up. I don't think narratively I need to be in the room when Tressa wakes up, but I think that
Yeah.
Cipher does spend that time there. And I kind of want to see if I can start a clock.
Are
like
you
a long-
starting a long-term project is what I'm hearing? Hell yeah. What are we looking at?
Well, okay. I don't know what this means or if it is possible within the realms of this game, but I think what Cipher wants to do is set up like a more comprehensive like medical place as part of like either her home or I don't know if it has to be at her home because we can't make it part of the thing, but I think I want to create a better resource for
Like a triage center.
Of
Okay.
some kind.
Like, yeah, triage / first aid.
Yeah. Which,
Yeah.
spoilers, is in keeping with the last upgrade I took, which allows me to make it easy. Actually, wait, hang on. Is that relevant? I should look at that. What is the thing that I took?
Yep.
I get 1 extra dice to healing treatment rolls. Everybody in the crew gets 1 extra dice to healing treatment rolls. That feels relevant.
By the way, some
Classic
of you have
Dr. Quinn
injuries,
medicine woman.
too. Yep.
I can cast a spell that restores blood, mends bones, fabricates muscles, and regenerates the skin. Everyone in my crew gets 1 extra die to their healing treatment rolls. Additionally, I can safely investigate maladies, injuries, and corpses. So I think like setting up kind of a triage, like first aid and lab, right? Because the whole idea of being able to look at things or look at bodies and kind of determine, like, this is not the pathology office, but it's approaching the like weird basement idea, right?
Yeah.
That's what I want to do as one of my downtime things.
So essentially setting up a triage, like a first aid area for the crew. I kind of imagine that this requires you, because Corin has his room here, like his attached apartment, and then there's the attic where Elijah / Sandalphon has been lurking about, though you do see him mostly just kind of, he lurks a lot. He also hasn't really left. Corin never leaves, by the way. He has somebody else go usually to get stuff for him.
So yeah,
is everything okay? Okay.
I'm just coughing to death. It's fine.
But like for the next couple of days, like I imagine this requires you like moving crates and boxes and furniture. You even find in this like hoarded storeroom that is the back of the theater a lounge chassis sofa sort of thing that you're like, this is actually pretty good. But we'll say that this is a 5-part clock, so it'll take you you have to fill up 5 pie slices in order to set up a section of this room as your triage room.
I imagine it's
tree.
also like a mixture of weird props in there too.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not
there's
quite
weird
sure if the
props.
props are being like. I'm basing this perhaps a little on my life, where it's like, is this a real thing or is this a thing that was a prop that was used once for a show? This also, I think, engenders in Cipher my disease, which is the horror of throwing anything away in case you need it later for something.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you throw it away, obviously that exact moment you will need it for something. So that's the first thing. The second thing is,
we need to have you roll first.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, you have to roll to get to start your project.
Okay, I'm rolling on my phone because I'm a heathen
Yeah.
and can't
Let's
walk.
see. As far as skills go, let me see which one fits the best once I find your.
I would
Actually,
like to.
what skill do you want to roll to start?
I would like to make a case for either negotiate as like trading for stuff and like getting people to do stuff to help me. I mean, the min-maxer in me is like, cast? Question mark?
Cast?
But I feel like negotiate makes the most sense.
Yeah, I can definitely see negotiate working for this. So yeah, go ahead and roll me a negotiate roll.
Hey, that's 1d6, right? Because I have one. That's a 1. But I do have... Oh, I guess, do I have to declare that I'm using my extra die beforehand? Or no?
No, you're good. Go ahead and roll it if you have an extra one.
6!
Great. So I think with a 6, you definitely... Let's see real quick. Because this is the first time you're doing a project, so...
We love a project.
We do. We love a project. Looking for downtime activities on our sheet. Downtime! Yay! There we go. Downtime. Heat. Blah, blah, blah. Bias. Recover. Reduce. Heat. Indulge in bias. Long-term project. Roll an action. Fill the project clock defined by the GM. Oh, it doesn't tell me how many. I think with a 6. 5 and 6 gives you a full pie slot off of that. I would say 4 to 6 actually gives you a pie slot. So yeah, okay. You have on your project clock 1 out of 5 build up.
Then spoilers, I'm gonna spend a coin to do an extra action, but before I do that, I'm going to try and clear stress. And the way, for those playing along at home, the Cipher clears stress is by causing chaos and problems. It is really that, like, the goose image with, like, I will create problems on purpose. That's Cipher. I have some art actually that a friend of mine created for that for a project I was doing, and I will share that in the Discord server later. So I think Cipher does what she does, which is just go to bars and create discord and problems. And it's never anything directly malicious. It's just like she makes everybody's day just a little bit worse.
Do you specifically continue to go to Chrysanthemum's bar?
Is Chrysanthemum gonna do I get to go to Chrysanthemum's bar? Because I feel like Chrysanthemum's getting kicked out straight away.
I feel like you should roll me a luck roll to see if you can somehow get back in there.
3.
You don't.
Oh.
You actually sort of you go there and there is like a very crude drawing of you on
That's
the front
just
of the
insulting.
door. and it says no cipher allowed on just like pinned until further notice, like on like there's like a knife and it's just like the poster just dug into the door sort of thing. And because I'm annoying, you're gonna hear behind you, unfortunately someone you don't want to see right now, a chuckle. And it's like, and Gray just responds, they didn't get your nose, it's a little bit more upturned. And he's just standing behind you, guitar case on his back, hands in his pockets.
I think Cipher just looks at him and says nothing.
There's almost a pout, like, in response.
She holds her ground. She doesn't move, but she says nothing.
Nothing. And he goes, okay then. And he just like, he gives you like a shrug, because, you know, do what you will with that, he says. And he walks past you and goes inside the bar.
Cipher finds the new bar.
Yeah, no. So what problems are you gonna cause at this particular new... I don't think you're gonna go to the Monster Lounge. I think you know better than to go to Alley Fair's Monster Emporium, because she won't just kick you out. She might eat you. You don't know how, but she might. So it's owned by a hat. By the name of Alex.
I mean, I think
Yeah.
Cipher doesn't have a death wish. She just wants to
Yeah,
create mild chaos.
Yeah, just mild chaos. So where do you go to sow chaos? What does this look like?
I think she always sticks to places that are more likely to have people who she doesn't mind disrupting their day. So she's not going to like wholesome family establishments, I don't think.
Yeah.
So I think she goes to like probably like the closest thing to a dock bar that this town has, probably.
Probably the train yards, definitely the workers there. It might actually be the bar that you went to with Cain before, where you met his cousin at. Greg.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Greg.
Call him Greg.
Yeah, and I create mild problems there. And also laying the groundwork for my third action. I'm also gonna probably do a more evolved version of what I did last time. Starting because I wanna I guess should I introduce the idea of my third one now, because it's probably gonna happen here.
Yeah, first roll to reduce your stress.
Okay. Let's see. Do I have anything I can do about that? Because that's an issue. I don't think I have anything left. Alright, well, that's one.
You reduce one stress.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
I guess narratively that makes sense.
Narratively, that makes sense. You actually don't cause that much chaos at the Sledgehammer, unfortunately.
It's very upsetting.
Because the train yard dwarves are not about your bullshit and have no sense of humor. So it's almost like you can't cause chaos here, because it's almost like chaos is just non-existent within this room.
I also have a level 1 harm. Is that part of the same thing, or is that different?
So if you want to get rid of your level 1 harm, which does actually give you a disadvantage to certain things, to certain roles, you would actually have to spend the time to use downtime action to heal that harm.
Oh my god. Okay. This is gonna be so expensive. I guess I'm spending all my money.
You're spending all your money.
We're not retiring. We're not.
can I spend 2 coin and get 2 extra downtime actions, or am
Yeah,
I limited
actually,
to
you
1?
can. You absolutely can. Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, I have to reduce my harm, so I guess that's my 3rd one.
Okay.
And I think that's probably part of the building my triage center is I'm also trying to get this graze on my shin taken care of.
And you have the ability to. So, like, and you can just use it on yourself.
Yeah. Okay. So I do that. Goodbye, coin.
You
Then
still have to roll.
oh,
You still, I know, you still have to roll to heal.
4. Oh wait, I get an
'cause
extra
there's a-
die
The
to
extra dice,
healing.
yeah.
Yep. So
Yeah.
there's a healing clock, and so for 1 harm, it is a 2 pie clock. So that you would have to heal on. So
Okay. Well, I rolled a 4.
it's just a 4.
Well,
Yeah,
I rolled a
you-
4 and a 3, so the higher
A
one
4
is
and a
a 4.
3. Yeah, you heal away. Well, actually, it's a shin. You said.
Yeah, you said shin graze.
Yeah, it's a shin graze from the ricochet, right? Yeah, it's not even a 2-part clock. It's just a 1-part clock. You can
Okay.
heal that level 1, no problem. Otherwise, if it's higher, it would go lower on your scale. But if it's just a level 1, you can heal that with a 4, no problem. It takes a hot minute, but yeah.
All right, and then I'm gonna spend my last coin to try and reduce some of the heat that we have.
Not a bad idea.
And I think that the way that Cipher is going to do this, because it was so successful when we didn't have any heat last time, is that I'm just going to start a bunch of rumors about what happened with the eggs. And like there are all kinds of different rumors about like them being taken by pirates and
wait, pirates? There's no ocean. Like,
right, exactly. That's
just
why it's so
outlaws.
weird.
Yeah, pirates makes it so weird. Okay.
I heard that there is an underground ocean that the pirates sail on.
There is. It does
and
not
it's-
come out here, but there is.
And it's
yeah.
made of cheese.
It's made of cheese. Oh my god. Okay, real second. This is the first time I've had y'all reduce heat in a long time. I say y'all, I say, this is the first time y'all have to reduce heat.
Yeah.
There we go. Roll an action to reduce the heat segments. It's very similar to reducing stress. So you pick an action, not a not a going down, but a going across. What skill do you pick?
Manipulate?
Yeah.
Okay, I rolled a 3 and a 6. So
Sweet. You reduce it down to 6. So somehow you are so good at this. 'Cause I think y'all had 6 heat.
Yes.
Y'all are so good at this that they really do think that underground
cheese
undersea
pirates?
cheese pirates, not necessarily cheese pirates, but definitely people who are not you, have heisted these eggs. So nobody connected to you has heisted these eggs per se.
We've never even seen an egg in our lives.
You've never seen a snail egg in your life. Yeah. That being said, when you're kind of going around reducing your heat though, somebody is gonna ask you, and it might even just be Gregor, because Gregor, y'all were asking him about it, right? About the security detail, and he kind of sits at a table with you in his stupor, and it's just like, I heard the ugliest baby took half the eyes of 10 people on that train.
What?
Who? So, now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I've seen that ugly baby in town before. I thought he was with one of you people.
Oh no.
Y'all don't have an ugly baby?
I don't know of any ugly baby.
None of y'all have ugly baby. Like, it's not really like a baby. It's like a baby creature. It's got
Well-
like baby features, but it's not like anybody's actual. Like, it's not a person baby, you know?
Well, no, my understanding is that there's a ton of such creatures out there. So I don't think that I do know maybe what you're referring to, but I don't think that my friend no.
You didn't go on that train at all, even though you talked to me about it?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Don't get my cousin into trouble. He's been through stuff.
I would never.
Okay. Good. Let me buy her a drink. Thank you, okay? For not having ugly babies. And, you know, you drink with Gregor.
Yeah.
Alright. We have about 10 minutes until break.
I will say also, this is not a downtime action, but I want the kaiju baby snails to go to a nature reserve. That's what I want.
Well, funny you should mention that. There's no nature reserves. Like, there's no nature reserves. But essentially, the buyer that y'all had found for these eggs, as this is sort of part of your, and part of your payout, was towards, an academic who has had her own adventures and sort of has her own crew, and her name is Rihanna, and she is a dwarf. And she, there were arrangements made because Corin was not really kind of unavailable until Tressa wakes up. So I would even say y'all probably didn't get the eggs to her until Tressa woke up, but they do go to, there was an arrangement to, probably her people came to get them from the theater, for these snail eggs. And you know that Rianne's, hideout, is a tree on the outskirts of town. Not quite on the frontier, but there's sort of like this borderland, outside of Blackstone, that there are inhabitants. It's even where, Roisin and, Sal are from. There's like small border towns, like suburbs almost, outside of Blackstone. And her hideout is like this big, basically a large tree house, that's very spooky, that lives right there on the outskirts, and she was your buyer for the snails, and that's what your coin came from.
Okay.
Yeah. Roisin, you got any ideas before we...
To relieve some stress, but since we already did the bar, would Roisin just going to Sal relieve any stress?
What is your
Weird.
Oh yeah, and you can still go to this bar. You can even see Amon there gambling at this bar if you wanted to. You can take Sal to this bar if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Hell yeah. So Sal the person who you grew up with has been to bars. Sal this is their first time in a space, like in a drinking, gambling, and it's a very nice establishment. So y'all are dressed, not in quote unquote your Sunday best, but in your going out clothes. Unlike where Cipher was with Gregor, which is the like for train yard security, blue collar. This is a little bit more on the scale of a white collar / white collar monster.
I think
situation.
Roisin would have tried to dress up Sal like the Sal she grew up with.
Yeah. How does that? What does that look like, by the way?
I think it's very kind of the opposite of all the ruffles and sparkles Roisin likes. This is very um, not to say toned down, like sleek lines.
Feminine, masculine, a little bit in
Yeah.
between.
A little bit in between.
A little bit in between. It's a little androgynous
Yeah.
looking. Okay, and probably I would say with Sal's skin tone, which they have that grayish purple, like that you would see in Dwergar or Drow, that grayish purple tinge. I think that you pick out something on the warmer side, closer to not necessarily a really, really bright yellow, but maybe like a toned down brownish mustard color that complements that skin tone, with the probably like a brown sleek suit and vest with a yellow undershirt, and the undershirt itself is a little bit more feminine or like the long sleeves are a little bit more feminine and do have a little ruffle probably at the end of the sleeves, but the rest of the vest, the jacket, the pants, the shoes are all very, very sleek, and they are super excited to be here. Even has let their hair down from the braid that they have that goes down almost Nordic style, has even taken the braid down and has sideswiped her hair to cover one side of her shave, and it's long and it kind of goes down to her collarbone, and is so fucking excited to be here. It's like, so are we gonna drink alcohol?
Yes.
Okay. So I remember my favorite alcohol is the clear one.
Don't worry about it. I'll get you your favorite drink.
Okay. I just don't remember what it's called, but you probably remember what it's called because you remember everything about me, right?
Yes, everything. And Roisin will order that. I don't know a clear one because
It's vodka.
Okay.
It's vodka. Yeah. Andy, the bartender, who is the Minotaur, recognizes you, Roisin. He is not dealing cards right now. He is now working the bar. He does both. Sometimes he participates in card games, and sometimes he's working in the bar. Just straight vodka. You don't want like any kind of cocktail with it. You just want a shot of vodka.
No, I'll take the cocktail. She just likes the straight vodka.
Okay.
That's what she's always liked. All the times that we've been here.
Oh. And he like looks. Yeah, of course. What kind of cocktail do you want? Your side, the lip puckering side. What are you feeling, Roisin?
The sweet.
The best part about vodka is that it doesn't really taste like anything, so I can just make anything. Like it just tastes like, fermented potatoes. Yeah, I got you. He mixes you up a vodka cocktail. I don't know, I drink bourbon, so I don't know anything about that. Like except vodka martinis. And just gives Sal a shot of vodka. Just his shelves, a top shelf of vodka. And yeah, she holds her shot up and is like, cheers.
Roisin will toast. She's excited because this is her. Though she's pretending this is her Sal, not
Yeah.
you know.
And as always, Sal is pretending to be herself to the best of her ability that she can be. And y'all cheers, and you take your drink, and please go ahead and roll to de-stress.
And what do I roll for that again?
Yeah, so for you, it would be your body, because it seems that your body is the one with the least. You're the clairvoyant, right? With
Yeah.
the least down the gray, the skill down the gray, so it would be your body. So it'd be one dice.
Okay. I got a 1.
You reduce it by 1. You reduce your stress by 1. You're still at 4. Do you want to risk overindulging and
Yeah.
getting a little drunk? Yeah, go ahead, do it again. Roll it again. Let's see what you got.
A 2.
Perfect. So as a total, you reduce in these 2 downtime actions of decompressing and de-stressing, you've reduced your stress down by 3 altogether, leaving you with a total of 2, I believe.
Yeah.
And I think with that, it is before we get to y'all are essentially reuniting with Tressa, the entanglements, and then Tressa's downtime. We will, because I think everybody did 2 actions, and Tressa still has her actions to do. I think it's a good time for us to take a break.
Perfect time.
Yeah.
Stick around, folks. We'll be back in probably about 10 to 15. Pet Pets, do the things. Enjoy our ad reel. Please make use of any of our discount codes if you're doing any holiday shopping for yourself or others. And this game is in support of World Central Kitchen. So if you want to toss a couple of bucks that way as well, it's a great cause. Always in need of crucial dollars to support others. So stick around. We'll be back.
Hi, we're back. I'm saying stuff. Yeah, we're going through a downtime episode right now. Right, it's been a pretty solemn episode because this is the first time that one of your comrades has gone down, and everybody de-stressing has been what it is. But that comrade
Did
is
everybody de-stress? Did they?
You attempted
Attempted to.
Yeah.
It didn't get worse.
It didn't get worse, yeah, and it
I
can
guess-
get worse.
I mean, I only have, what, 7 stress right now? Yeah.
You're still at 7.
6. I'm at 6.
So you still can't overindulge. That's how stressed you are.
It's not great. It's not great.
It's not great. It's not great. Which is also hilarious because the way that mechanically I believe it works, let's say you have like 3, and if you rolled a 6, then you would overindulge, or you rolled a 4 to 6. But if you critically had succeeded, so by rolling 2 6s, you just clear out your stress without overindulging. So
Would that I lived in a universe where that were possible for me.
you know, it's not impossible.
All you have to do is just get two ranks in each one, and then the possibility remains.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of downtime action, who's someone who doesn't have stress, because funny thing is, when you go down from trauma,
It's great.
your stress is removed.
Yeah.
You don't have stress. Tressa, what's going on, girl? Like, you went and took a coffin nap. You took a trauma nap and then a coffin nap, and or a box nap as it's called. You still have downtime actions that you can participate in. What's going on?
I think I'm the only one here, right? Or in the we haven't.
Yeah, well, you're here. Sandalphon is here, and obviously Corin is there. Anybody else could be there if they want to, but we have established that Roisin is not going to be there. But anybody else 100% can be there after Tressa gets up, or in fact, actually, I would say that Cipher is most likely there, working on the triage corner.
Mm-hmm. I think Tressa's gonna give Cipher's ask if Cipher needs any help with the moving stuff around.
Oh, darling, you just rest yourself.
I have rested enough, I think.
Oh.
Who knows how long I rested before? I'd like to get up and be useful again.
Well, if you'd like to sort through this giant box of something.
Yeah, there's a lot of giant boxes of something all over the place. You definitely left.
Yeah, it's I guess a professional hazard of living in a place like this.
What's good having all the stuff if he can't find any of the stuff? And I'm not going to take the excuse of that he knows exactly where everything is. He doesn't.
He certainly does not.
All right.
Which I think she says loud enough for Corin to hear, probably.
He's on his crate throne reading and just sneezes. And it's like, what? I have you know that it came this way, and I just have not gotten the time to sort through it or hire someone to sort through it.
Laziness is no excuse.
I am not lazy. I am a waif.
I think Cipher just raises a single eyebrow.
Come here, Cipher, come see. And he holds out his hands. Look at this manicure.
I
When
can
you
tell
move
those
boxes and go through things when your nails look this good.
I know that those hands have never done a day of work in their entire life. I understand.
Not at least for the past 100 years. That's for sure. It took 100 years to get here.
You should find a new manicurist.
Do you know one? That
Sure.
could come and help me out?
If you got the coin,
Yeah, you just sold a whole bunch of eggs for me. Of course I've got coin.
brag about it. Yeah, I'll set Corin up with a manicurist.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Excellent.
Meanwhile, Tressa's gonna start moving boxes, I'm assuming.
Yes. Moving boxes.
Like pointingly, like I assume, like not looking at this man right now. Like just not looking at him.
It's
Like-
the energy is off, but not in the way that like everyone like previously when they were mad at each other. Now it's like it's just uncomfortable.
It's
like
a different type of off. Like
yeah.
the two of you always was always weirdly tense and off, and now it's just it's switched different, and he can tell.
I think avoidance is a different thing. Usually would be like, you know, like
Yeah.
It's a different flavor.
Yeah. All right. Let's for this. I'm assuming you're gonna. What are you rolling to?
Now
help with this project?
we'll do finesse because I think there's what there's awkward boxes and shit all over the place, like get around. All right, that is a 5.
All right, you take some stuff off that clock, friend.
Nice.
Three pieces. Could be potentially done in two more actions.
Okay. Do you mind if I this will combine like another action or another downtime? I am going to train body.
Oh yeah.
While Cipher is talking about Corin, about the manicure. Does Corin have a room that's separate?
Yeah, he actually has an apartment that's attached to the theater.
I will use that that distraction, also the fact that like Tressa is kind of walking here and there around the theater. I'm gonna go look. I'm gonna rummage. I'm gonna be nosy.
You're gonna just be nosy?
Yeah. Yeah, that vision was not like it sets up a lot of things. And,
That's how you're training your body. You're just gonna be nosy in his house.
Yeah, hell yeah. Like I'm not gonna ask.
You're stealthily going through his belongings.
Yeah, the stealth is just like that. He's not gonna like. I'm not gonna make any noise. Or we can do investigate, whatever we want.
Yeah, I mean, like if you're training your body, you don't have to roll anything. Like you just train your body and you do the experience in it, right?
Yeah.
That's the fun thing about that particular downtime action. You don't actually roll anything for that one.
Yeah, but I'm gonna sneak around.
But if you want to combine that with not necessarily a downtime action, but just as a free play, you could just do a gather information roll.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And that's with.
Or start a project. With an extra coin, so to speak, if you want to start a project to learn Corin's secrets or something. I don't know. Like, there's also that option.
Yes. That's
That's
do
what
that.
you want to do? You want to spend a coin and use that?
I'll use because I took calculated, so I have 3, so I'll use that third one.
You have 3 downtime actions
3.
you could do.
Yeah.
Excellent. Without spending coin. We love to see it.
Yeah.
All right, let's start a clock. So what are we calling your clock? This clock for you? Like, what's the intent, I guess, behind all of it? The end goal.
Oh, I think she wants to know if, like, anything she saw in that vision, like, it can confirm or deny. In action, it's that. In intent, it's that. In action, it's just like, let's just rummage through his personal items.
I'm actually gonna make this one. This is gonna be a fairly long clock. It's gonna be a 6-part clock.
Excellent, good.
To learn the secrets of the vision, we'll call it.
Yeah.
Vision
All right, let's
secrets.
do it. Yeah.
So. Okay, so go ahead and what are you rolling? An investigate to find something?
Yeah, let's roll investigate. Yeah, let's just.
Okay.
That is a 4.
A 4. Okay, that is that's a success. A 4.
Okay. Cool.
I believe it's a partial success.
Excellent.
4 and 5. You are rummaging through the you find his office. Like, and here's the thing about his living space and his bedroom are pretty neat compared to the rest of the building, right? But his office space is just as cluttered as, because nobody really goes back there except for him, right? But like his office space is pretty cluttered with paperwork, and it's sort of offset from his sleeping quarters as well. And you do start to rummage through it, and what you find is basically a card in an envelope. And it has Corin's name on it. And the card is a sorry for your loss card. Inside, like, just one of those. And the name signed onto it is Sassafras.
Okay. Good. Cool.
That is what you get with your with a clock, with a pie ticked off of your clock.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Those are your 3 downtime actions, and I think around this time everyone has gotten the news that Tressa is awake. Whether you decide to come and see her or not is up to everybody else. But this is essentially what are y'all doing with each other or other people / NPCs? What is the vibe? Some of y'all are still pretty stressed. What's going on?
I think Amon will once he gets the news, we'll definitely head straight back. And he will he'll try and take some time to talk to Tressa, I think, just to make sure she's okay.
Mm-hmm. It's like
I
mean,
would
on
like
the
to say that you get back.
Mhm.
The manicure conversation is still happening, and you actually see Tressa quietly. You see Amon just quietly coming out of the connecting hall/doorway that led to Corin's apartment.
Good to know. Good to
Mm.
Just
know.
to kind of pull the scenes together.
Well, good to see that you're up.
Oh, good to be back here.
I agree.
How was the rest of the score? Simple? You got the money, right?
We got them. We took care of it, yeah. You did great.
That's good. As long as the score went right.
Well, I mean, yeah, the score, but also, you know, we could do other scores. There isn't another Tressa.
She'll tilt her head. Appreciated.
So we need to do something. Because I'm pretty sure they're gonna be looking for us.
In what manner? They didn't get our faces, did they?
I don't know if they got our faces, but unfortunately, Carl is very noticeable.
I mean, could always get away that Carl isn't the one of a kind. There's gotta be other Carls out there.
Well,
much of a problem.
I mean, we can probably make something work. I'm just.
Cipher, you can probably hear this at this point too, because Cipher has technically done something about it.
Yeah.
I think at this point, Cipher probably walks in and her hair, because her hair is very light, like a white silver, but I think it looks grubby and is kind of sticking up in all directions. And she has a tuft that is like a ponytail going directly this way. And she says, well, I took the liberty of causing some confusion about who exactly did take the eggs, and I am told us.
Which is why I was worried.
Well, the people that I talked to at least seem to believe it was some other weird baby.
I'll try wrangling him into a bonnet every time we gotta go do stuff, but I don't think the mysterious evil baby's gonna work every single time.
Well, I mean, if it's not going to be the evil baby, it's going to be the robot or the werebadger. At some point, one of us is going to get identified, and it's just something that comes with territory.
I guess.
Is that what you've been worried about this entire time? Y'all look if just being blunt, y'all look like hell.
There's been a lot to be worried about. Everything. We've got Elijah here somewhere. We've got.
He's sitting in like the theater right now, just sitting there.
Like looking at the
There's
stage.
nothing playing in the theater. He's just like sitting there, and he does this a lot. He just looks at the stage like he's watching a play, and sometimes will like react as if a play is happening.
For maximum discomfort, is that where the throne is?
No, the throne is like in the back room.
Oh, in the back room.
Like,
okay, I thought it was just
where
like
y'all all
that's just
like
like
the back stage area where y'all are all currently conversing as well.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think every time Elijah is just sitting for any reason, Cipher has started to hand things to them.
Hmm.
Like just a bunch of wires to sort through, a rope that is tangled,
Uh-huh.
trying to give projects, you know.
Just,
Try
I
to get
think next in the seat next to him, all those things that you have handed to Elijah is just the pile of stuff.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
enjoying the other pile of stuff.
Because you've just like silently handed things off, and like it has silently taken them, it looks at them, and just so it's starting. The pile is starting to kind of get as tall as it is. Like, at this point, it's very awkward. But thus continue.
Well, okay. I mean, and I don't know. There's a lot going on right now, and I knew what had happened with the eyes when it happened.
The eyes.
Yeah.
What about the eyes?
Carl stole some eyes, it seems.
Carl did that?
I know it hasn't seemed like I've been telling the truth about Carl. Carl is not what you think he is. He's not just like a little pet. He's evil. I promise you he's evil.
And what is it that Carl is that we don't think he is?
I think you think that he's just lemur or whatever he pretends to be on the regular. He is not just that. I promise you. He doesn't just look creepy. He is creepy. And
Where is I just want where is Carl for this? Like, is he in
Carl
the
is
room?
not here. Carl has actually
Oh,
stayed behind
that's not good.
in the past couple of days. Like, obviously, when Amon goes back to his apartment, like, Carl is there. But, like, and normally Carl is like, I'm gonna be on your shoulder, I'm gonna travel with you. But since the job, Carl has opted to stay in the apartment. And he is currently in the apartment. Or, you left him there.
I think, was it Tressa will kind of like get close to him on and just like, do you want us to deal with Carl?
I actually don't know if you'd be able to deal with Carl. And I needed him to do the thing on the train.
So you have some sort of a arrangement.
Yes.
That was actually the question that I wanted to ask. I don't mean to pry, but what precisely is the nature of your relationship with Carl?
He helps me get stuff done, and I kind of let him run amok. Usually his antics are directed at me, and I do my best to make sure that they are, for the most part, directed at me. And sometimes I need to do bigger stuff. And he will help me do bigger stuff if I let him do other things. So I try to keep him from doing too bad things while still doing the things that I need done. I don't know if that makes sense.
I mean, it makes sense in as much as any of this makes sense. He seems to have a fondness for ass.
Yes, he does. He does. He really likes those.
Cipher, by the way, looks like she's taking this unreasonably well.
I think if I could get rid of Carl easily, I would do it. I actually don't know if I could get rid of him at this point. I think he's like on me somehow. Like, I think he's like, it'd be like if you flicked a coin in a well and then you came back and it was, sitting on your desk when you got home. That's what I think would happen.
You have a
May
connection.
I think Cipher will raise a hand, like she's reaching out to touch you on the arm.
Sure.
This is something I don't know if this game has a facility for, but I would like to do like a vibe check to see if I can sense any spiritual tie that is like the tether. A tether.
That could be a gain insight, I would say. For that, do you have any like divination items that you use, or
Sure.
Or a cast? If you also wanted to do
I
that.
I would prefer cast because I have more dice than that.
Yeah, you can cast and look into the abyss or whatever. To see
I want to
what
do a vibe
happened.
check on
Yeah.
this connection to Carl, or what like if I can work out what Carl is or what the connection is, that's my goal.
And I will let you do this stress-free because this is more of like a fortune roll.
Because
than anything
otherwise
else.
I'll die.
Yeah, because you'll die. Now here's the thing: if it goes incredibly wrong for you, like if you critically fail it, like I might just make you take the stress, but unless take stress for it and thus get traumatized. But
Sure.
Only if you critically fail, which would be 2 ones. Otherwise, you can roll a cast. And if you would like to do the devil's bargain,
Oh shit.
to your deity, that could also add a dice if you wanted to without taking any stress.
Sure. I will talk to my deity and say, hey, someone's agency is currently being impinged upon by a cute little guy.
There's that word again. That word cute.
We're getting conflicting descriptions for Carl.
You could say a cute little ugly baby with a lot of eyes that kind of looks like a lemur. Yeah, go ahead and I think what she'll say is like, and you'll hear back, and she's like, I am aware of the companion that your teammate has acquired. Not that much different than how you got me.
Is there anything you can tell me about this relationship to put my friend in a better position to perhaps bargain or stop it from stealing eyes out of people, say, hypothetically? I guess I would ask Amon if there's anything Amon specifically wants to know.
Have you spent any time with the charge that I have given you?
I definitely had a conversation with that person in which I communicated my sorrow for causing them any distress.
I'm not omniscient. However, I'm perceptive. You should continue to befriend him as a favor to me.
Okay.
Then you get an extra dice.
Okay. Well, with my extra die, I got a 3 because I rolled 2 2s before that. So.
That is a failure. And I think with that, your deity responds, this creature is
Just a cute little guy.
does not establish itself with any of the supernatural forces that are of Yggdrasil.
Okay. So from that, I would infer that it's something demonic in nature, right? Because it's
Well, demons are also
definitely-
part of Yggdrasil.
Okay.
Like, it's
Hell
kind
yeah.
of strange because as far as you're concerned with, and I'll say this for anyone who knows anything, Yggdrasil and the forces of Yggdrasil are supposed to encompass everything in existence.
I think I will say my employer doesn't seem to know a great deal about what Carl is, except that,
Finished
or at
being
least,
God.
although she says that he is not connected to the tree of life itself, which is an odd thing because part of the general belief is that everything is connected to the tree of life. In
I'm
itself,
not
that is-
surprised.
well, in itself, that is a little curious and perhaps worrisome.
Yeah, it does worry me.
I can look further into it. It's possible that at a later date I can have a little parlay with Carl with your assistance, but my employer does not have any further information at this time.
So Cain is really brave.
I was about to say, are you gonna go find Cain? I was gonna see what Cain was up to here in a hot second. In the machine.
Cain-
But yeah. Mhm.
Cain is really brave and opted to stay in the room with Carl while I went to go check some stuff out, like right before
Is
The-
that
the
something
train.
we should be worried about?
Well, I mean, Cain's still around and seems to have all his eyes, so I think it's fine. But
You know who else
I
didn't
don't-
get one taken? That guy.
what? Which guy?
The one with the guitar. The rude one.
Oh,
Oh, that.
well, it was only 10 people as far as I know, and there were a lot more than 10 people on that train, so I don't know everybody who lost an eye.
Remember
Um,
the faces of everyone who lost that eye. An eye.
He's lying on purpose. He
Yeah. Okay.
he
Just
he
remind-
knows who lost the eyes. He's
Yeah.
trying not to think about it.
Just burrowed into your memory. Every single one.
If you need me to roll anything for lying, I'm a-okay with it, but he's gonna lie and say he doesn't know.
I don't think you should roll anything, but if anyone feels distrustful of that, they could roll a gain insight.
I will roll again insight,
Sure,
but Cipher's
yes.
not
Yeah.
gonna say anything.
Yeah, I'll roll the gate insight.
I rolled a 6, so I
You know he's fucking lying.
But Cipher would not say
I
anything
rolled
about
a
that.
4. If that's...
You suspect he's lying. Cipher, or at least not telling you the whole truth. Cipher is just like,
We all
brother,
have our
you were
own.
lying to me.
We all have our own.
Well, Cipher of all
Whether you
people
say
knows what
something
it's
to
like
me.
to have the faces of people burned into your memory. So she would not say anything about that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want him to do anything to any of you. So if you feel like you can safely do whatever you want to do, you can let me know. We'll set it up. But if there's even an inkling that it wouldn't be okay, don't bother. I'll figure out what I need to do in order to get rid of him eventually.
Let us know, regardless of who or what Carl is. Let us know if the arrangement that you have is sliding in a direction that you do not wish to. Also, Carl needs to be a little choosier about the thing. If he keeps taking eyes, we're not going to just have people looking for an animal. They're going to have people looking for something else.
We'll find out. And I think Cipher kind of pats Amon on the shoulder and says, we'll look into it.
Okay. If there's anything I can do for you all, I'd love to help.
Actually, I do have some jewelry that needs separating out. If you would like to.
Just
yeah, we're
Sure.
You know
We're
how when
doing it-
chains get like
like-
knotted, like chain necklaces get knotted, especially when they're really, really tiny. And
Very
you
Oh
chains.
just-
shit. Oh
yeah,
no.
Yeah.
Here,
that's what's
Carl, you
happening.
have tiny fingers. Do this.
Carl's not here. Speaking of people who are currently not here, let's have the camera and spotlight go over to Cain and or Roisin. What are either of you doing? Like Roisin you've gotten the information that Tressa is back, but you have decided not to go, sort of thing. But like, what about Cain? What are y'all up to?
There was part of me that was really waiting for like a good entry point for Cain to jump in, but I also realized that is not how he would want to enter the room as like mid conversation. So I think that he's gone to. There's two places that he goes when he feels like he can't be around other people, and that's either getting the shit knocked out of him or hanging out with Kuroko. So I think it's just him lying in the bed, fully clothed, staring up at the ceiling, going. And the thing is, like, they hit the water so hard, and I could have done something about it, and I didn't. And so the half of his face is just like yellow and purple, just all bruised.
Mhm.
And he's just like gesticulating with his hands, and there was a werewolf there, and I think that he was royalty.
Oh.
And like I don't know, like he also made me a little unsettled. I'll admit that, and I don't like admitting that, but
Why was he making you unsettled?
it was a sort of like I don't know, it was a weird like look dominance thing. Like I ain't really part of the whole. I don't consider myself at least part of the whole hierarchy or whatnot. But there was some part of me that was like,
normally you're the dominant one.
I appreciate that. It's just, you know, when you see somebody and you kind of realize, like, in a sort of way, they're kind of your boss, and you didn't realize it. And he was weird energy. Well, it might have been it was like a smell sort of thing that he was giving off.
Should I look out for this guy? Like, is he trouble? Like, should I be worried about you?
That's the weird thing. He was kind of helpful. He
Oh,
wasn't.
okay.
He didn't do anything like that necessarily against me. It seemed like pissed off Cipher quite a bit, but I mean, a lot of people have been doing that.
Is that like your white-haired friend that I see you sometimes hanging out with?
Yeah.
I've heard some rumors about her. If somebody is pissing her off, I think it's kind of coming like it's a little bit of karma, because she tends to just go around and like stir things up for some hardworking folks here, in town sometimes. Like I have one of Jolie's clients. like works there, and he gets really stressed out every time she visits that his mom's bar.
Yeah. You know what? We all have our own particularities, and that just happens to be.
I'm not judging you for being friends with, problematic people.
Yeah. You know what? Not everybody's great in any situation, and I appreciate the no judgment. Yeah. So, Sai and I didn't always get along, and I think everybody is an acquired taste.
That's really strange because it was really easy to warm up to you. To be fair, you paid me. But
There
that's
was
not the
that.
only reason. Yeah, that's not the only reason. There are some people that pay me where I have to really find a fake it. I don't have to fake anything with you.
I appreciate that. Yeah, money certainly was a social bridge, but you also are a nice person to talk to all the same.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. I'm not maybe I faked that a little bit, but it's okay. It's fine.
So anyway, I don't know. I think I need to go and apologize to Tressa, and I've been putting that off because I don't even know if they're up and about or whatnot. So just tough going back right now.
Yeah, I can understand. I've had people hurt by my actions or not acting in my life too, and when there's that burden of guilt, sometimes even if like it's not your fault, you still feel like it's your fault because of your involvement in a situation. But Cain, you're pretty stand up in my book, so I'm pretty sure whatever you're feeling guilty about when it comes to Tressa, I don't know, by the way, only from you. I think you'd be okay. Aren't you valuable to your team?
I hope so. I think we all contribute something. Cipher's great at talking. Mom,
Definitely really good at running your mouth, from what I heard.
Yeah. Yep, I'm gonna have to let her know about that. Amon, he's got this weird power and this ugly baby that hangs out with him, and I mean,
I've been hearing about that other baby too.
yeah, I was gonna say that word seems to be going around quite a bit. Roisin always there with cheer and also like just a level of calm I ain't seen before and a lot of glitter. And then Tressa just reliable, and I think that's the toughest thing is seeing somebody that reliable get hit so hard is hard to see. Also, reminded myself of with the glitter fact. You still got that rock that somebody gave you?
Oh yeah, I haven't really done much with it. A client gave it to me, and I haven't set it in anything. It's just been, and she points to like her dresser.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we discovered that the similar rock that was given to my friend is evil and seems to have grown roots as it's been planted in the ground, or at least placed on the ground. So
she kind of goes and stands up and like opens her drawer. But there's no roots growing at it right now. I mean, because it's gone.
Well,
it's
problem
gone.
solved.
I mean, no, somebody's been in my room and they stole my stuff. No, I don't.
Oh. Well, did they take anything else, or did they just take a rock?
I don't. She is panicking now. She's going to look through all of her things to inventory. It's a little frantic, actually. Yeah.
Okay. I'm here to help.
But this is my private space,
Right.
and I don't even let other people clean it. I
Okay.
clean it. So only clients come in here, and nobody is... Who took my rock?
He's like struggling between like, okay, this is private space. Am I going to be further invading by helping her look, also not knowing what the inventory is? Like, he's of no help here. I can look for clues. Yes, all right.
You have that super awesome badger nose.
Yep.
I mean, I have a very strong sense of smell too, but if it's somebody, but I already smell my room all the time, so I wouldn't know. Know.
Right. I'll
Okay.
Smell your room?
Smell the drawer! And she points down to the drawer.
Okay. He's gonna just walk over and I guess gain insight?
Yeah, go ahead, roll a gain insight.
Right.
Yeah.
5 and a 4.
5 with a success. First of all, there's the waystone of the roots. They had a distinct smell to them that you had picked up on. And that smell is still lingering there. You also get, and there's Kuroko smell, but very specifically in the vicinity of her dresser, which nobody should be touching other than her, there is a lingering scent of somebody. Human male.
Okay.
We'll say that.
Is it familiar for any reason?
No, it's not familiar to you.
Okay. What I'm picking up is masculine, human. None of my business about your clientele, but pretty general description.
I know, it's like 95% of my clientele. I only have 5 of you, so...
Yeah. You're still...
So 75? So 80% of my clientele. Because, you're not... And she motions at you.
Yeah, no, I'm aware.
So I have 4 people that I must investigate. Okay.
Okay. What are their names? That also feels like private information. I
can't really indulge in that.
I'm kind of in a pickle here.
Okay, listen.
Yeah.
She sits cross-legged. Listen, when I narrow it down, I'm gonna hire you to beat him up.
Okay. Yeah,
Get my rock back.
Yeah, I beat up people for a lot worse reasons than the rock.
You can get paid in actual money or services.
I mean, we can just call this a favor.
Really?
You just listen to me whine and complain for better part of an hour, so it's...
You paid for it.
Yeah, that also is sadder when you say that. Maybe we can call this a quid pro quo to save me a little bit of that dignity on this one.
Okay, I will know. You will know. And she points to you.
All right.
Sort of moving on from this. I think that probably on your way to the theater. Roisin, where is he most likely to run into you? You're muted, so just kind of...
Well, I was thinking that she was by her tree, talking to her rocks. Because she has the one that's morally misunderstood as well. As well as the
and the twin that you made it, the brother,
Yes.
the sibling that you made it.
yes.
So I mean, in regards to that, would you say, Cain, would you say that you would check up on the other rock since it is being mentioned before?
It's top of mind now. Yeah, I think he'll go and just see how it's doing. If the warning glitter is doing its job.
So, Roisin, you're gonna notice this first, and then, when Cain gets there, while you were there speaking to your rocks. So you know how, like, whenever you have, like, a bite on your body and you circle it, like, the redness to make sure that it hasn't, like, the infection has not gotten worse. That's kind of like what your glitter circle has been, right?
Okay.
And that blackness of the soil from the rock hasn't changed size or shape, but that infection has gone past the parameters of your glitter circle.
Okay.
And even on its twin that you made, like the friend that you made, some of those roots have actually protruded out of the ground, and it's gnarled up and is holding the fake rock.
Okay. So Roisin is very glad that the kids are getting along. And I think when Cain approaches, she's like doing another bigger glitter circle of a different color.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what's happening. Cain, when you get there.
Really committed to this plan, it seems. That looks infected.
Oh no, it's fine. They're getting along. They're friends now. So I'm going to just make their area a little bit bigger with a different color glitter, just so that we can, see the difference.
Do you ever worry that your tendency to anthropomorphize is going to lead us all to our dooms?
You just see her like this 1,000-yard stare for a second. And she's like, "No, we're fine. Here, help me with the glitter."
Yep. All right, I can help with glitter, and they will make a bigger circle.
Okay, haven't gone back to the theater yet, so I can't. I needed to check on the rocks.
Yeah, I ain't gone back either. I was making my way there, but
Sir.
Yeah,
Not
rocks.
Okay, I'm not supposed to touch the other rock, so can you grab my little rock for me so that I can take that rock with me?
What? What? Wait.
Which one are you talking about? The rock that has the
Yeah, I want to take
the waystone?
I can't take the waystone with me. I'm not supposed to touch the waystone.
Mm-hmm.
So I want the other rock so that I'm not, alone.
That one is gnarled into branches that have come out of the waystone.
Right. That's why she doesn't want to touch it.
And
she's asking.
Gotcha.
Asking Cain to grab that for her.
It looks like it's really holding on to it. How? I'm gonna regret this. How badly do you want your secondary rock?
Well, that was my friend. I guess I can make another one.
Maybe we should make another one. I think that is a proper solution, because that rock's grown branches, and rocks ain't supposed to do that, as far as I'm aware. And I was raised in a half-dwarven household. I read a lot of books about rocks as a kid. So rocks ain't grow branches. That's like page 2. Page 1's all the acknowledgments. So
okay, well, can you help me find a third rock so that?
Yeah, it's like a riverbed. There's tons of rocks around. Let's find a rock.
Roll me a luck roll.
Which one of us?
just both of you can roll one, and we'll see
Okay.
the highest. Yeah, it's a group roll. With no stress.
Okay, just pulling up my dice roller again because it
Well, I
left
rolled a
me.
1, so
Okay, let's see what I get. Roll a 2.
Yeah, as far as, I mean, rocks are everywhere, unfortunately, and most rocks are incredibly cool. But with a 2, between the two of you, I would say that you just kind of get a piece of, like, just pick up the closest, like, brown agate that you can find. Like, I think that's how they're pronounced. That is just common riverbed. It's just a brown rock
agate.
about that yay big. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to paint this one black.
It's very smooth.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
you
it,
don't,
it's it needs to be painted.
yeah, you don't use black paint that often, so you should have like plenty in supply.
Yeah, it's not the same, but no offense to you, Third Rock. You're great just as you are, but you need to match your siblings.
Holding high expectations for the third child. That's all
Yeah.
right. That's all right. You've got 2 practice rocks already. This one's definitely going to be a rock doctor something. Okay. Well, rock acquired. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna start heading back. Are you good? I mean, we've made like a bullseye around the 2 other rocks now. So
Yeah, you can go ahead. I'm just going to introduce the rock to its siblings.
okay, don't touch it, right?
No, I'm not going to touch it.
Okay, all right. He'll start just walking away, just slowly, just turning back.
And it's like I get I'm in charge of rocks sometimes. I'm in charge of Carl sometimes. Like,
No job too dirty.
no job too dirty. Yeah, Cain, we'll say you head back to the theater, and the rest of your crew is there, with the exception of Roisin, who I will get to towards the end here, in a few minutes, but give you all a chance to remingle with Tressa.
Yeah, he'll walk in, push the door open, see them kind of mid-conversation, and he'll walk up to Tressa. It's good to see you up and about.
You muted.
Well, it's certainly good to be up and to be able to do something.
I'm really sorry that happened to you. I didn't like that.
Are you sorry?
Well, I suppose half of it's an apology and half of it's just an empathetic response that I didn't like seeing that happen to you, and I don't want that to happen to you again. And I felt like there wasn't really anything that I could do, and at the same time, maybe I could have done something. And so I will do my best to make sure that ain't happen to you again. And yeah, so I'm just glad to see that you're you.
Yeah. Well, so in part the part that you said about being glad is appreciated. First part, not necessary. Don't do that.
You all right then?
I take my own actions. I take the risk the same as anyone else. Don't take that burden upon yourself. We're a crew. We do a job. Things happen.
Fair.
Don't
You
be
all
all
look
moping
upset.
around. You seem to be doing okay. You have all your eyes.
Yeah, was that a question? I didn't. Did people
It's more
lose
of
eyes?
more of a confirmation of your safety.
Yeah, no, I'm binocular as I ever been. Did we have? Is there an eye problem going on around?
There certainly is, I
Uh,
think.
Not for any of us. He
Okay.
was very particular about saying that none of you would need eye patches, but
Well, isn't he just a sweetheart?
Who's he?
Carl.
I know, shouldn't have given him that cigarette.
I don't think that cigarette would hurt him.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. He took it.
Well-
This have anything to do with that moment you had on the train there, Amon?
Yes.
Shit.
Cipher took care of it apparently, but thank you, Cipher. I don't know if I said it earlier, but
You're welcome.
Yeah. Cipher, apparently word's going around town about you. It seems like your talking's been doing a good job, but
Glowing recommendations, I hope.
no. Sorry, I was really thinking of a more diplomatic way to say that. No, apparently there's several establishments that say that you just come in and piss everybody off, and that the blood pressure of everybody in them's establishments.
This is Chrysanthemum, who has started a smear campaign against me.
Very well might be. I didn't get specific names, which is also concerning that it's more of a widespread, more endemic problem.
Who is this who was telling you this?
Oh, this is my friend that works over at the house of good repute.
Right. And what was the name of this acquaintance?
My acquaintance name is Kuroka.
Kuroka. And Kuroka had heard some things about me.
Yeah, Kuroka with a long.
And
long
Kuroka
long
felt
name,
the
but yes.
need to share those with you.
We was having a conversation. Yeah, your name
Mhm.
came up.
So this person is besmirching my name all over town, is the way you're saying.
I don't think it's anything about that. I brought you up in a positive light, and I think Kuroka was seeing
and
that
Kuroka
we
felt
was
the need
friends.
to correct you.
I think Kuroka was making me aware, as we as friends, that there's
Uh-huh.
words being spread about you. Kuroka was saying there ain't no opinion that they was holding against you. So
Uh-huh.
I
I
feel stuck
see.
in the middle on this one. I don't know. Rasheen's playing with rocks again. I'm getting myself out of this hot water.
I see.
is she touching it? Has she?
No, I told her
done
not to.
anything?
She said she wouldn't, but she's got a third rock. All right,
Wait,
She's got
and another circle of glitter.
wait.
third rock.
Third rock.
What?
A weird rock or a normal rock?
It's a
that
normal
painted?
rock, but
Okay.
the bad rock is eating the good rock, the second rock.
I mean,
Rock
it's
A is
better-
eating rock B, so
That's
Rasheen has found
Well,
rock
we-
C.
We only know of one evil rock so far.
Two.
Right.
As
Two.
long as the evil rock is
Two.
not eating people and is eating the other rock, I think.
Yeah, so far. Yeah, no, I brought that up. Kuroko had one of the evil rocks, but it got stolen.
Oh, your friend with the opinions.
With the information, Cipher, please.
I wouldn't. It's information. Don't shoot the messenger necessarily on where the information came from.
I just like to
Oh.
know what's being said about me, is all.
Well, I'll let you know,
Uh-huh.
but you don't
I
seem to
appreciate
like it.
No, I don't blame you in the slightest.
Listen, she also hears things.
I'd imagine.
You know, yeah, all right.
That
So
rock thing is
anyway.
bad. You know that, right? Like
Yeah, I feel like we've got 10 conversations going. I'm not sure which ones to focus on.
I think my vote is we focus on the rock. It's eating other rocks now?
It's grown like branches, I guess, and it's incorporating the other. It's grabbed up the other rock. It's kind of like gnarling it.
Well, we should
See-
maybe take care of this other rock before it becomes some other person's problem and it turns back upon us.
Perhaps I might go over and visit your friend, and we could have a polite conversation about this rock that they've acquired.
I mean,
Actually, Cipher,
she
I
ain't
think
gotta
I
know
could
more.
probably use your help tracking down the other rock. I think that'd be a little bit more important, a bit more of a pressing concern.
I see.
She's going to try to figure out who took the rock. And then she said she'd let me know and we can go beat him up and get the rock.
Okay. Well, I'm happy to help him out.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You know me, always helpful.
Incredibly, very, which is why I was asking what I could, anytime you need help from me, let me know.
I think
I have like
I
half
think
of these untangled, by the way.
Cipher gives you like a deeply patronizing but very sincere like pat on the shoulder, like you've done a good job.
Is this our new job? Are we untangling fairy chains all of a sudden? Fairy
Well,
knots?
we're clearing out space. I
Around
think,
this time,
like,
Sandalphon comes in with like just a whole bunch of chains, just like draped across his incredibly elongated arm, and just goes over to Cipher and like leans down with the arm, and the chains just sort of like fall onto you like a whole bunch of necklaces. Like he even like puts his hand like almost like on your head to just create like this loop of chains, and they just all go around your neck and shoulders.
Thank you, Elijah. I greatly appreciate your help.
Removes hand.
I was thinking we might be able to sort through and sell some of these to put towards our new triage center that I'm creating. Cain,
Wait,
you
wait,
haven't been here.
Corin speaks up. You're gonna sell my stuff? You should
Well-
ask me. I need to go through that stuff before you just sell it.
I thought
Well,
you knew
would
where
you let-
everything was.
I need to... I never said that. And he goes and like goes over to you and just picks up the chains, like holds them, and it's like, and goes to his apartment with the chains. Like,
As long as he moves them all into his apartment, I ain't got no issue.
he has to go through and make sure none of them were important.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
The fake good quality chains from the theater's box of jewelry. Yeah, very important.
What if they have sentimental value?
Yeah, I guess.
oh, there's so much of it.
Somebody
Uh,
has a mental illness, leave him alone.
As long as he hoards in the area that I'm not trying to clean out, that's fine.
Yeah. He's at least done that. Then I think, as y'all are all sort of conversing about said rock, and Roisin is there painting her new rock. Roisin, is your do you sit on your tree roots? Do you like when you're in that area? Like, where do you sit? Do you have a piece of furniture?
I sit against the tree roots. I like kind of curl up against the tree. That's my comfort tree.
Gotcha. I think that as you're sitting there, you know how when something is so cold it burns, or like when because like your own body heat touches something super cold, and like that contrast is that, or like, I do this all the time to my husband, like when he comes out, when I come out of the cold and he's just there, I just put my hands underneath his shirt and it burns. Yeah, you feel that sensation against one side of your body.
Okay, I think I would jump up because that's
Something's touching you.
yeah.
Yeah. And when you turn to look, you notice that this live oak that is your tree and like your kind of center, you've seen that where its roots are coming up is starting to blacken, and that Icarus root color from the rock is actually starting to infect your tree slowly but surely.
Is there any way I could think to stop this?
Who knows? find out next time. And with that, everyone, thank you for coming and showing up. That is episode 6. Breaking a few eggs. Derek,
All
you
right.
stuff now.
Yeah. Thank you all so much for joining us for another episode of Nightmares on the Frontier. We will be back next week, I believe. Yeah, we'll be back. Yeah. Somebody say something. We are back next week. Yes.
Yes. Sorry.
Okay.
Yes,
Cool.
of course
Yeah.
we are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't
No,
think
sorry.
we're off until Christmas. If I'm not.
I think it's
mistaken.
it's the 28th, I believe, is our
Yeah.
our next day off there. So we'll see you next week, same time, same place. I want to have these lovely people say more about themselves and where you can find more of them. Then I'll do some channel stuff, and we will wrap up for the night. So, Lynn, where can we find more of your lovely self?
Hey everybody, I'm Lynn. You can find me in Grimly Art pretty everywhere on the socials. You can find my artwork and what I'm doing throughout the week. And yeah, this has been great. Traumatized Robot. I love downtime so much. It's been great.
Fantastic. Next up is Ark.
Hi. I have been playing Amon, and I will continue to play Amon as long as I'm allowed to. This is where you'll find me doing stuff for right now. If I stream again, I will post it on socials. So look for me, Arc Dragon Breath, everywhere, wherever fine social media is sold.
Fantastic. Next up is Jill.
Hi, it's me. You can find me, Gilly, at Oh Look It's Gilly, most places on the internet. I am here on Sundays for the foreseeable future. I also created a list of all the holiday one-shots I'm doing because otherwise I was just not going to remember them. So on the 8th, which is tomorrow at 11:30 a.m., you can find me on D8 Dungeon. I will be playing Parsley, the Kobold Circle of Stars Druid in Santa's Little Helpers. On Tuesday, you can find me on Pantsless Tales at 8 a.m. Pacific, playing Rosemary, who is also a kobold, a wizard of Dracomancy, which is going to be a good time. You can find me. We can talk about the games we're playing on Sword and Key for the holidays, right? That's the thing that we can talk about.
Absolutely, please do.
Great. On the 23rd, you can find me here playing Under the Floorboards with Derek as our GM. I don't know who I'm going to be playing in that yet, but it will be very exciting. And then you can find me on Rollers Joint on the 19th of December at 4:30 Pacific playing Final Girl, where a bunch of us are basically just going to get murdered. And as we are murdered, we leave the actual play. It's going to be a great time. And then on the 21st, you can find me at 9 a.m. on Nerds with Dice playing Wonder Home. We're returning to the Season's Oath universe, led by Hector of House of Dreams, and I will be playing Pippa the Penguin Peddler again. And all of that in case, like your brain, like my brain, yours just released all the information at once, is pinned on my BlueSky so that you can see all of those things. Go team.
Fantastic. Next up, we have Janie.
Hi, I'm Janie. I played Roisin tonight and probably next week too. Yeah, I am playing her next week. I don't have any other characters. On this week, on this channel, I'm on the Star Wars game. I think it's Tuesday or Wednesday.
Our Star Wars game is Wednesdays. 4 p.m.
Wednesdays.
Pacific time.
Okay. And on Thursday, I'm ending a campaign on Singularity roleplay that I called Spring. I know it's winter now, but the campaign takes place in the spring. And on Saturday, I am also playing a Season's Oath, but I'm doing this on a Roll for Felicity's channel, and I'm playing Lavender the White Swan. And that's it.
All right. Val, where can we find more of your lovely self?
Oh my god, me. Okay, hi everyone, my name is Valdrianth. I have been your storyteller today. You can find me, I produce teach RPG content for me and my friends over on my channel. Twitch channel, BlueSky, all that good stuff. We are off from Fabula Ultima this week. It's one of my players' birthdays, so just like we take off for mine, took off for theirs. Other than that, we will be back next Saturday with our Fallout game, Crawl Out Through the Fallout. We only have 2-ish episodes left of that, I believe. And so this is going to be our second to last episode, because the finale is not until after the new year. Yep, there's a not just a shadow vault, but apparently a shadow vault full of dads. So I'm calling it the Shadow Daddy Vault, like, sort of thing. And then I am also playing here in 2 weeks on Friday the 19th, with Tea Time Adventures, where I have decided that I am playing an alligator by the name of Anne-Marie Jolie LeBlanc Thibodeau, who goes everywhere with her second husband, who is actually her purse. So she is a 2-time widow. Well, 1-time divorcee, 1-time widow. Yeah, she's on the hunt for her third husband right now. So that's what we have decided. But yeah, that's otherwise just follow me on my socials and all that great stuff.
Awesome. Real quick, because we didn't play last week, and it was just after Val's birthday. It is best that we do say an official happy birthday, Val.
Thank you. I'm in my 4th decade. It's great.
Better than ever. You look great.
Yeah.
This has been Nightmares on the Frontier. Thank you to this wonderful cast. Thank you to you in the audience for watching. Thank you to those who have donated to World Central Kitchen. It is a fantastic organization, and your dollars go towards making a difference and also spices up our game with some incentives. You can donate at any time to any of our game incentive Tiltify links, and it just gets paid forward to whatever the next game is. So if you happen to donate midweek, it'll just get paid forward to whatever the next one is. Thank you to Val, not only for running this game, but also the artwork that you see on screen. Thank you to Eva for running the production work in the background. This is a Sword and Key production. I am Derek Sword. I see him pronouns. I am the sword half of Sword and Key. You can find all of Sword and Key stuff at beacons.ai/Sword and Key. You can find all of our links in one neat, nice place. Our socials are right up at the top with BlueSky and Instagram. There's also links to our Discord if you want to hang out with cool folks, talk about cool things like games like this, or talk with people like these. You also can see applications when they go out live. I don't know of any that are in the immediate future, as we did just have a big one go out. Our next one will probably be in the next month or two, I'd imagine. We will likely have some more games out in the calendar here relatively soon, but December is a packed month already. So I will talk about the calendar here in a second. I do want to say that on beacons.ai/Sword and Key, you can find all of our other links. There's discount codes for some of our affiliates. We're affiliates with Long Dog Dice, Eldritch Foundry, and Hit Point Press. So if you're shopping at Hit Point Press, we have an affiliate code. If you're shopping at Long Dog Dice or with Eldritch Foundry, use code Sword and Key, all one word, for 10% off. It'll work on both those sites. We also have an affiliate link for Eldritch Foundry. If you are making custom minis, you can get a 3-month subscription for $19.99, unlimited STL files for your 3D printing needs. It's pretty great. And then Jen at Long Dog Dice makes incredible dice sets. I do have the D6 available right now to the Horizon's Call set. It has a little Sword and Key logo on the D6, which is pretty cool. You can pre-order those right now, in addition to any of the other die that are made for the Horizon's Call crew. So if you are looking for a nautical inspiration to your campaign, or some of the die don't even have like a direct nautical kind of vibe to them, they're all really neat. You can also submit a form for custom dice. So if you are looking to get something for the holidays, there's no better time than now. Let's see. There's also links on Beacons to all of our charitable organizations, including World Central Kitchen. So if you're looking to put your dollars towards a good cause, there's plenty of them listed there. I believe we have 6 active charity campaigns right now. You also can find links to the podcast Monster Crush, which is a podcast to do with my friend LD. We talk about cryptids, creatures, miscellaneous monsters from myth and how smoochable they are. We have our first holiday episode coming out likely tomorrow at this point. So check it out if you like monsters or really like monsters. It is a bi-weekly bisexual panteratophilic podcast of monster love and appreciation. Let's look at the calendar real quick. So tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific time is the next episode of Summer in Carcosa. They're getting close to their finale. This is the third to last episode. So if you haven't caught up yet, you can always do so on our Twitch or on our YouTube, youtube.com/@swordandkey. And it is a really fun Monster Hearts 2 game that is really getting to the apex of its story. So definitely check it out. On Wednesdays, as Janie mentioned, at 4 p.m. Pacific time is Star Wars The Final Piece. This is part of our Hope Miss campaign. It is part 2 of 3. It's being GM'd by Dax, who is absolutely fantastic. So check that out. Thursdays at I see 5:15 p.m. Pacific time. I'm not sure if that's correct. Check out our socials for that. It's 5:15. Okay, Eva's giving me the thumbs up. It is 5:15 p.m. Pacific time. Is Xena 3K. Z3K is our cyberpunk revision of the City of Visions, which features a kind of mix of fantasy and cyberpunk. It's pretty cool. On the 12th, it's Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific time, is part 2 of Shadowlight and Persona, the Paris 1-2 step, which is kind of a almost Indiana Jones, like, what do I say, like 30s, 40s kind of action adventure story that is using the Shadowlight and Persona system and is being run by the creator of that system, Craig, who's doing a fantastic job. We have a great cast for that, also part of the Hope Miss campaign. On Saturday, Horizon's Call is back at 3 p.m. Pacific time. That's our multi-year ongoing nautical campaign that IGM. Next week on the 14th at 10 a.m. Pacific time, Vison is back. Vison, What Should Never Be Found, is back at 10 a.m. And then Nightmares on the Frontier will be back at 2. We have a very, very busy calendar, so I'm only going to really go through the week, but we do have our calendar posted in a video graphic on all of our socials. So check that out if you want to see like how packed our month is, and if you want to know when to watch, where to watch, and where to donate to. All great options there. Tonight we are going to be rating Tabletop Misfits, so go over there, spread some positivity, be kind to yourself, be kind to others. It's the holiday season. Remember to take care of yourself, and you know, you don't have to be alone. There's always places that you are welcome to be. Our Discord is one of them if you want to hang out there. But until we see you next time, take care of yourselves. Always have a buckaroo by your side. Maybe that'll be a sign off this week. Bye everybody.
But not Carl.
Let the bellows blow. Let the fire grow. My edges are worn, my steel runs thin. It's been way too long since I felt your kiss. The cold is overtaking me. You know it's slowly breaking me.
You know, when this all began, I thought dealing with the nightmares would be the hardest part. It turns out, the nights without dreams are worse.
My former employer? Well, let's just say we didn't part on the best of terms. Now I found something new to believe in, a new ethos, if you will. Spend long enough in the shadows, you can forget what the sun feels like. And then it burns you, so there's that.
I've had the blood of others on my hands for as long as I can remember. So maybe it's a sort of poetic justice then that my own blood is betraying me from within. Maybe there's something out there for me. A cure, perhaps? Maybe not. One certainty that I live with is that one way or another, the bleeding always stops.
I find myself on the frontier with no history nor memory. As an act of chance or providence, I was found abandoned in a box by this crew, and now I run with them. mainly because I have no other place to go, and maybe they can help this construct find answers to her missing past.
My name is Roisin. I am a scion of the growers. This world is dark and violent. It's deadly, unforgiving in places. I like to see the light in that world, the bright spots. And when I don't, I add glitter or sparkles.